moment. Meanwhile, can I just add, and this is why I told the president, just get it over with. Arrest me. Move on. If you need some head to scalp.
The cinder block case, Sean. Remember that case? We have breaking news right now. The case where the guy was breaking up the cinder blocks and he was throwing them at police cars. The federal officer had injured his hand. He was wearing a mask. The FBI has identified him. Bill Isaly, our incredible U.S. attorney out there working with ATF, DEA, and the FBI have been doing a remarkable job. That guy has just been identified, and they are doing a search warrant on his house as we speak. And he has been identified. See his face. He is going to be on, his name is Reyes. He is going to be on the most wanted list. You have broken the news. His face is out there right now. That's him. He has been identified by great police work by the FBI. So you can run. You can't hide. We are coming after you federally. If you assault a police officer, if you rob a store, if you loot, if you spit on a police officer, we're coming after you.
Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Hey.
Why this beat so cold?
We will make America proud again. When you try to kill our we will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
American to know. I'm gonna forego my monologue for now because of this breaking news. As you can see, chaos about to unfold in Los Angeles, in California tonight. There are people that this country can blame. The fact that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris and Alejandro Mayorkas and every single Democrat that lied to the American people and said the border is closed, the border is secure, the border is closed, border is secure, and told you not to believe what your own eyes were showing you, they are to blame for this. Add to that, sanctuary city mayors in blue cities and blue states, sanctuary state governors like Gavin Newsom, they allowed this illegal immigration to get out of control, out of hand, and now you see that officers' lives are in risk tonight, and property damage could be great. Here now with reaction is the U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi. Pam, we know the restrictions that local police are under, for example, in a sanctuary state like California. They're prohibited to even inquire about an individual's status during a routine, course of work. They're forbidden from holding illegals until they can be transferred to ICE. Federal authorities, federal agencies are prohibited from commandeering local authorities. We do have the supremacy clause. Okay, I get it. Taxpayer-funded health care, education, and other benefits for illegals in California. We know what Gavin Newsom's going to do. I'm not interested. He's not capable of doing the job. He's too ideologically radical left, and he hates Donald Trump too much. What can this federal government do to protect law enforcement and the people in L.A.?
Sean, what we're going to do is we are going to enforce the law regardless of what they do. Look at it out there. It looks like a third world country, and it's not. It's the United States of America. We are not standing for it. Donald Trump won't stand for it. And something else tonight, look at all those great men and women in the LAPD. We are going to protect them. If they will not protect them and prosecute people that abuse the LAPD in terms during a civil unrest under 18 U.S.C. 231, we can prosecute federally people who assault state law enforcement officers with a maximum of 5 years in prison, and we are going to do it. We are going to prosecute them federally. If California won't protect their law enforcement, we will protect the LAPD and the sheriff's office out there. Not only that, we have 9 open cases right now and more to come on assaulting federal officers. The Molotov cocktail cases that you've seen, we've charged 1, more to come, 3 outstanding. The looters, you saw they began to loot last night, going into 7-Elevens, going into drugstores. Typically, you don't charge those. We do under federal law now. Under the Hobbs Act, we are charging robbery. You loot a business in California, you are looking at maximum of 20 years in prison. You spit on a federal law enforcement officer, no more. As President Trump said, you spit, we hit. Get ready. If you spit on a federal law enforcement officer, we are going to charge you with a crime federally. You are looking at up to 5 years maximum in prison.
Let's do it, Pam. Pam. I know we sound good on Fox. Let's do it. Let's do it. Make an example out of everybody. I think y'all ought to deport every last one of them holding up a flag. Spitting on the flag, burning American flag down while holding up their flag. People need to be walked out, made an example out of, deported. Put them in jail, prison, let them sit in there. Go get that governor, that mayor. People should be arrested. Treason, Mayorkas, a whole bunch of people that need to be just... Come on, Pam. Come on, Pam.
Cinder block case, Sean. Remember that case? We have breaking news right now. The case where the guy was breaking up the cinder blocks and he was throwing them at police cars. The police officer, the federal officer had injured his hand. He was wearing a mask. The FBI has identified him. Bill Isaly, our incredible U.S. attorney out there working with ATF, DEA, and the FBI have been doing a remarkable job. That guy has just been identified, and they are doing a search warrant on his house as we speak. And he has been identified. See his face. He is going to be on, his name is Reyes. He is going to be on the most wanted list. You have broken the news. His face is out there right now. That's him. He has been identified by great police work by the FBI. So you can run. You can't hide. We are coming after you federally. If you assault a police officer, if you rob a store.
The FBI is offering an award up to $50,000 for information, just for information leading to identification, arrest, and conviction of this unknown suspect. Shoo! Somebody seen that 50 days, man. One of them people down there, especially where California is, and how in the market down there, and and the currency, the pricing down there. Somebody said, "Ooh wee, all I need was 10. Just give me 10. Just give me 10. I know exactly who that is. I got his address, phone number. You know, we were just hanging out last week. We were just eating at the In-N-Out. We just had hamburgers and milkshakes. Here he is right here. Yeah, they got their 50,000. They got their 50,000. All they wanted was 10. Yeah, buddy, living in California? Yeah. Just give me 10. It ain't gonna last too long, but something is better than nothing. Just give me 10. Yeah, living in California. This is a complete disgrace. Yeah. They seen this poster right here, and they got yeah. That's all you had to do. That's all you had to do. Yeah. Just give me 10.
By the FBI. If you assault a police officer, if you rob a store, if you loot, if you spit on a police officer, we're coming after you.
Okay, I want to be very clear. You said a lot there, Pam. There's a lot that I didn't know that the federal government had authority on. There is a federal law against hurting state law enforcement. So if California won't do their job, remember back in 2020, with 574 riots, we had 24 dead Americans, thousands of injured cops, pelted, very similar, bricks, rocks, bottles, Molotovs, cocktails. They didn't do a good job in Oakland. They didn't do a good job in other parts of the country. If you spit at officers, or in this case, you now have apparently a good lead and you're going after this guy. There were a number of people throwing cinder blocks and big ones at patrol cars. You're saying that federally speaking, it doesn't matter what the state of California do. And how big an issue is the supremacy clause in terms of who has jurisdiction here?
we have jurisdiction. And under 18 U.S.C. 231, we are going to go after you if you assault, to go after you. A law enforcement officer, what's going on right now, you're watching that, we are going to prosecute you. No longer will you be left out alone in the cold, what they've been doing to them. If California won't protect men and women in the, we have identified him, all been on the phone with them all day long, and we're coming after you, and we will find you. The mask won't protect you. Technology is amazing right now. We are tracking you. We will find you, and you will go to jail, and we will prosecute you federally.
You know, Pam, I was listening earlier today or over the weekend, and I felt so sad for the LAPD chief. And he was out there saying, we are being overwhelmed by riots. This is the opposite. This is the antithesis of what the governor out there has been saying, what the mayor of Los Angeles has been saying. And he talked about the danger of that his officers out there are facing. I want people to listen because they've been lied to. Oh, they were told by Cory Booker, Maxine Waters, and Kamala Harris, and by, Gavin Newsom on MS.
They all ought to be arrested. But I tell you, that the best clip we seen yesterday was that lady getting the door slammed in her face, trying to get into that ICE building. Yeah. They need to arrest that woman and her wig. You know. Make an example out of all of these people, man. They're a part of the problem too. You know, and these people then ran California into the ground.
DNC and local media, oh, they're mostly peaceful. Well, let's listen to the LAPD chief.
We are overwhelmed as far as the number of people out there engaged in this type of activity and the type of things that they're doing. They'll take backpacks, and the backpack will have a cinder block in it. They have a hammer, and they'll break up the cinder block and use that, pass it around to throw at officers, to throw at cars, and throw at other people.
It's attempted murder.
We've seen people with hammers, and you've broadcasted, breaking the bollards behind the federal building and taking the rocks, if you will, or pieces of concrete, and throwing them at officers. We've had liquid of who knows what description thrown at officers.
Attempted murder,
cinder blocks, liquids, hammers, Molotov cocktails. It seems to me that the president really had two choices here. Allow this to disintegrate, and I don't know how many people die. I don't know how many cops or law enforcement would be injured, and then act, or knowing that they have sanctuary city handcuffs on local law enforcement, act now and get involved early and hopefully save lives. If this continues, people will die. And I already have said on this program, Pam, many times that Mayorkas, Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, they have blood on their hands. Those people
they all should have been walked out in handcuffs. Treason. I mean, people should have been put in handcuffs and walked out a long time ago. People are burning the American flag, man. I seen one of them. What's his name? He said, "Well, sit him down there, President Trump." Yeah, and I think we ought to shoot on sight. Yeah, we ought to shoot on sight. I said, "Man, why would you say that?" He said, "Nah, Rick. I think we ought to shoot on sight. Yeah, this is America. We got to do things the right way. You got to come the right way. This is America." For too long, this crap has been going on. A complete invasion. Incompetent. People are sick of this crap, man. The people spoke loud and clear what they want. A landslide. A mandate. People voted for this. He said what he was going to do on day one. This shouldn't be a surprise. And y'all waving flags at a protest. And take your butt back then.
The American people as 12, 14. hands. We have known terrorists in this country, Iranian hit squads in this country. I'm sure you, Cash, and Dan Bongino dealing with this every single day. And it really is unfathomable to me that, you know, murderers, rapists, cartel members, gang members, how do we find them all and get rid of them all? And why are Democrats putting their so-called rights above the safety of their own citizens? I don't get it.
Yeah, and Sean, the police chief also said in that press conference, the feds don't mess around, and he's right. Secretary Noem, Secretary Hegseth, Stephen Miller and I were with President Trump today in the Oval Office. We were talking about this, we were discussing this, and we are lockstep together in protecting our citizens and getting these illegal aliens and these criminals out of our country. They think they can run to California and hide from the law. You've seen all the violent offenders that have been arrested in California. They can't. We are going to arrest you, we are going to prosecute you, or we are going to deport you. And we are also going to back the blue. President Trump gave us a very clear directive, make America safe again. And that's what we're doing, not just for California, but for all Americans. And we are going to continue to do that and protect our great country, and especially the men and women in uniform who go out every single day to keep us safe. None of them deserve what is going on right now. Look at that graphic. Look what they are going through right now. But we are going to do everything in our power to protect them.
All right.
Please, let's do it. He's asking for it. He's begging for it. Let's walk him out with his hands behind his back. His incompetent care jail scum. Please. I mean, why haven't people been charged with treason? I mean, arrest Mayorkas. I mean, we need to just clean house. California's a dumpster fire. This is the America. This is not Mexico. People are waving flags, brick throwing, attempted murder, man. This is crazy. Things are on fire. It's a third world country right now down there. And he says, please arrest me. I'm begging y'all. Go make an example out of his butt.
I mean, it's, again, sober and serious moment. Meanwhile, can I just add?
4-year-old. You don't mess with a 4-year-old. You don't mess with a 4-year-old. I care about my community. All this hair gel. And spent more money on hair gel.
Dad, you know, and this is why I told the president, just get it over with. Arrest me. Move on. If you need some head to scalp, do it with me, but stop messing with these kids. Stop messing with 4-year-olds. Kids.
Told y'all. He said this in the last interview. Stop messing with the 4-year-old. Poor people are just trying to get by. Leave these people alone. We wish y'all cared this much about actual Americans. Your state will look completely different. Things will be completely different. But you're grossly incompetent. We wish y'all cared about this. Y'all cared this much about actual Americans. And y'all, now you see why y'all running everybody out of there. And I got to deal with it over here in Texas because everybody that migrated here. Unbelievable. Where you come from, California? Where do you come from, California? New York, Chicago, New Jersey? For real? Yeah. I had to get out of there. It's getting worse and worse by the second.
It's in elementary school. We've got kids. We have hundreds of graduations down here. Kids are not going to their own graduations. Families, grandparents, here legally. Mixed status families in some cases. Scared to death to go to a graduation. People are scared to walk down the streets. It's not just Home Depots, getting their car washed. We have incidences. I didn't believe it because what was I thinking? I actually believed when they said this is not true. But then I saw videos. They're doing checkpoints, checking people's IDs.
And this is good. Yeah. Y'all got to do things the right way. Don't feel sorry. No. We got to do things the right way, sir. Just come to the point that I'm telling you, they ought to revoke your citizenship and deport you. And send you back and confiscate his hair gel. Confiscate his hair gel. I think it's something in the hair gel. I think it's something alternating his mind. I think something's wrong with. I think there's drugs, hallucinogens, fentanyl, or something in the hair gel. That same stuff they was putting in that Diddy oil, he's putting it in his hair gel. I'm just saying. He needs to be fully investigated, interrogated, thrown in jail, handcuffs. Y'all go to his house, raid his house, and grab the hair gel, take everything in for evidence.
We've never seen this kind of deployment in so many actions. It's mass panic out here in the nation's largest county, in the nation's largest state. Good, hardworking people, decent people. These are not the criminals. These are not the thugs.